This is the Long Biên Bridge, Cầu Long Biên. Just wanted to take a quick look, came out here. Take a look at this. So you have the walking path going all the way back across the bridge. Each side of the river, people walk across here. But I want you to see, look how thin these pieces are. Look how thin the pieces of cement are for these flats that you're walking across, all the way across there. It can get quite scary when you're walking across. And I'll show you this. They recently replaced a bunch of these, but you can see there's significant gaps between these, and it's some of them, like I said, they recently replaced them. Some of these in the past, like the first time I walked across here like 10 years ago, some of these had huge gaps between them where it was broken off, and you're just walking across these thin little pieces of cement, and yeah, you just have these thin pieces of cement you're walking across. And for someone like me who's afraid of heights, it can be quite terrifying walking out across there. I think I made it about 1/3 of the way the first time I tried to walk across this bridge, and had to turn around. I was like, no, not gonna do it. It is pretty long. So the Long Biên Bridge was built by the French back in, I believe it was 1902, and has been in service as like a main artery into the city for the trains and commuters. Going back to about 1990, that's when they stopped letting cars drive across it. So now you can just drive across on motorbike, bicycle, or walking, and then of course the trains. Oh my gosh. And you can see it's incredibly bumpy. You can feel the bridge bending as you drive across it and like bouncing up and down, not just from the bumps in the ground, but the actual steel bending. And there's so many little joints in here because during the American War, there were so many times that the bridge got hit by bombs, and they had to patch it up, repair it. So now there's just all these little patches where it's been rebuilt so many times. Sometimes you have to deal with things like this where people just parked in the middle of the road. Brake check. Like I said, even though cars cannot get across, it is still a main way of getting across this river. For the longest time, this was the way. They built several bridges since, 1902, but it is still a very heavily used bridge, as well as there's several more bridges. There's a whole bunch of construction going along here on the Red River, and there'll be, I want to say, 3 new bridges built. Wow. All right, we're gonna flip around and go back across the bridge now. Get back to the west side. Head across, going back to the west side of the Red River. You might notice driving on the left side of the road here. I don't know any other place here in Vietnam where you end up driving on the left side of the road, but for whatever reason, the bridge here is set up for doing that. And I'm not going to argue with it. See, it can get quite busy. We're going into the city now, so it's morning, heading into the city, so there's going to be way more traffic going this way. They finished packing up all those boxes. There's people packing boxes onto the bike when we were driving the other way. Looks like they're done, cleared out. Whoosh. See the rusted steel beams of the bridge here. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that there's a certain point where they're gonna close this bridge down completely to all traffic, because it can't be that safe. But it is a real icon of the city at this point. I don't think there's any chance that they actually remove it. They will do whatever it takes to keep it here, I think, forever. Ooh. Now we got a traffic jam up here. Bicyclists trying to pull off and go down this bridge. I wanted to get the camera a little further off of me and maybe get a little bit better angle, but on this bridge, I feel like you do not want to have your camera sticking out. You know, you can do 2 bikes side by side here, but once you start pushing it beyond that, you're really tempting fate. And you got people up here, you know, not only are they carrying a bunch of stuff, but they're passing. Get out of the way, I'm working. Get up alongside this guy. Check out what he's got going on here. Another day of work in the city. So I made it back other side of the bridge, and now I am at the Long Biên train station, Ga Long Biên. Looking at the schedule, I think there's about 15 minutes before the next train's supposed to arrive. So I'm gonna walk in and go take a look out on the tracks. You can look all the way down the tracks there. No trains coming, but you can see straight shot across the bridge from here. I don't know how far I can go before somebody comes out and yells at me, but obviously this is all right.